Well, well, this is a special, important message video, that's to say. But, it's of a bit... It is, a video of a little disappointment. But understandable disappointment. Rest assured, it's understandable disappointment. But it is at the same time not just disappointment for myself, but disappointment for a lot of people. In various bits and pieces, this video is a farewell video. A farewell for the future endeavours of my personal, wonderful new friend, and everybody's wonderful personal friend and YouTuber, but now sadly leaving the platform, Trevor Coult MC. I'm not going to cry when saying this, but it was recently announced in one of Trevor's community postages. I'm not going to share it because I don't think it will stay up for very, very long. I don't think, It was announced on that community postage, Trevor personally posted himself, that he'd locked down his YouTube videos. Sadly, they're no longer visible, and he'll be leaving the YouTube, the YouTube platform, very sadly. But it's understandable why he's doing it, he's been going through a great deal of trouble recently. So much trouble, I think it's really unsustainable for his mental health. And if you think about it quite constructively and thoroughly, or thinking about it greatly, thoroughly, constructively, if you're going through a lot of trouble that's unsustainable for your mental health, you just want to, you want to find whatever solution you can, and deal with it in the way you believe the solution is the workable scenario, and ostensibly do whatever you feel is right, and try and resolve the issue in every way possible. And I truly believe that's the path Trevor's taken, and with Trevor facing this ghastly trolling, not just ghastly trolling recently, but ghastly trolling from the past, which honestly was absolutely dreadful, ghastly trolling he faced in the past. I think it really has put a spanner in the works, because sometimes, if dependent on how much trolling one faces, it can push oneself to breaking point, to the point where the spanner's in the works, and that's it. They just, what, I'm not dealing with this anymore, it's time to just get away from the cesspool of trouble. It's a good solution to do. But though Trevor Coult may be leaving the YouTube program, his legacy will always live on for many, many years to come. A decorated war veteran, serving in Baghdad back in the mid to late 2000s, receiving his MC from our late Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II many years before she sadly died. He formerly represented a good channel, an interesting channel, providing quite a lot of extraordinarily valuable insights to certain global issues, be it, political instability or domestic politics, be it in the United Kingdom or American politics, or or anything, geopolitical, or the state of certain or current affairs of various kinds, or royal family affairs, his opinions on those, and just really does give a fair dive of extraordinarily valuable insight to what's going on with certain pressed issues or controversial issues of the very present day, or even from the past. Possibly, but generally it was present day. issues he would be representing and talking about. But not in a bad way, but in a good way. But obviously careful at the same time, I would imagine. You know. And as well, which he would call his daily rants. And obviously anybody would. To be frankly fair, really, in reality, anybody would have a daily rant about certain pressed topics of the day or controversial issues of the present day and things. Things quite understandably speaking so, you know. And also, there was a time where Trevor would do a Sunday live stream, which was, honestly, those ones were fun. And one of my good memories of the live stream... Oh, Daphne, I'm sorry. Yep, you want to come out? There you go. Daphne was in the room, sorry, sitting in the room, and now she's walked out. So, yes, and one of the well, what was that? Honestly, there's a funny moment from one live stream that I went on, which Trevor was representing on... I'm trying desperately not to laugh, but I can't help it. Honestly, it was something I sort of did. I sort of the one was who caused it. It was nothing bad, rest assured, but it was a little bit silly what happened that live stream. It was on the final Sunday of October, 29th of October, 2023. I was on the live stream and I put in the live chat, "Sorry if this sounds silly, Trevor, but meaning to be funny, representing some comedy. How would you feel if a 7-foot guy chased you down the street?" And Trevor read it in full, and he was like, "Oh, well, he's 7 foot, so I'd probably run under a house and he'd probably bang his head." Foxy. Because the doorways are only like 6'6", aren't they? Quite a true point. And the fact that he's 7 foot, Foxy, I would see him coming. "Foxy, where'd the 7-foot guy come from? I mean, I don't know." Honestly, that was one of the funniest moments, you know. There were many funny things. Lots of funny, sometimes there were many funny moments, you know, but this particular one, that was the funniest. Yeah, but it didn't get too funny, but not ridiculously silly, fortunately enough. You know, how would you feel if a 7-foot guy chased you down the street? Honestly, what a laugh did I have on that live stream, and what a laugh I've had talking about it. I haven't laughed so much in a long time. It's a valuable experience, laughter, isn't it? You know. Yes, but Trevor was a genuinely good is a genuinely good and friendly individual to everybody. You know, many people say he's a true gentleman, which I certainly believe is true, absolutely, yes, and he's a true hero, a true war hero, you know, having served in Baghdad in the armed forces, you know, and receiving his MC. And one very, very good thing Trevor did before his subsequent departure from the YouTube platform was representing PTSD, as he himself deals daily with PTSD. And not only did I value him for talking about what it's like to have PTSD, my good friends Mary and Glenn Ipock also very greatly valued Trevor talking about PTSD, as I won't say it because it's personal to Mary herself, but she did tell me this once, but I'm not going to leak it out because I wouldn't want to upset poor Mary, as it was deeply personal to her. you know, and she used to follow Trevor before his subsequent departure from YouTube, you know. Yes. He was always good with representing his audience, good with representing issues of certain days, and he built up a good following. And one good thing Trevor did was get some books published. But had I known that Trevor was going to make his formally make his departure from the YouTube YouTube platform, sorry, not partner program, sorry, I would have done the homework and studied the names of the books he published back in 2023 so that I could say the titling of the books and be issuing out the recommended suggestion in looking at them on Amazon and subsequently purchase them from there, because they're only sold online, those books, you see, but I sadly forgot the titling. I'm so sorry, Trevor, that I forgot the titling of your books you published, but I'm sure all the same, I think you'd appreciate me not to leak out too much information on it, which is completely understandable, and I would follow your recommended suggestion on that thoroughly. And also, one of the greatest things about Trevor Coult himself is he's good friends with my wonderful good new friends who I feel extremely fortunate to have encountered. He's friends with that of Graham the Baron Hesketh and his lovely, dearest, tactful, lovely lady wife, Fiona Hesketh herself. And oh my goodness, are they wonderful. Certainly do many of my friends, and I now regard this very, very much true myself. Our Graham and Fiona are a very friendly and very nice, down-to-earth couple. I would completely agree with that, most certainly, over the time I got to know them and all that, because Graham was the one who made the discovery of my channel back in May of 2023, and that's when I first ever heard from him. And then over the months I went to his live stream, and then before long I got represented not only by Graham, I got represented by Fiona, and then she ends up talking about me to Trevor Coult himself, and Trevor 4 months ago ended up representing my content, and this is the way our friendship really truly began, and the rest is history. The rest is history. But how would I feel and how would I react to the departure of Trevor Coult? Well, I'm never, we're never going to see his content again. But how it felt, it was sort of like that, or like that really, when it happened. But understandably, I would understand why he wants to leave the platform. Especially if you've dealt with a hell of a lot of trolling and you're dealing with PTSD daily. It is a very understandable thing as to either take a hiatus or leave the YouTube partner program or leave social media as a whole, But what I want to say, Trevor, if you are watching, after representing you, we very, very much appreciate you and cherish all that you have done for us. And over the time, I only ever had I had the privileged fortune only of about 4 months viewing your content, well, 3.5 months to be fairly precise. And for those who have followed Trevor much longer than I ever followed him, and certainly on my behalf, we all very, very much appreciate you and certainly cherish all that you did and provided for us. And whatever your future endeavours may be, now post-social media, activities, may we wish you all the very, very best in your future endeavours. With lovely Gwen, your wonderful, lovely ex-wife Luba, and your wonderful, much-loved son, whatever your future endeavours may be, good luck. And may they go well. And utter thanks, Trevor, for all you have done for us within the social media side of things and within your former YouTube content. I was going to say the link to Trevor's channel will be found in the description, but sadly I will not be linking it because of him leaving the programme, understandably, rest assured. But may we wish our farewell to Trevor for whatever he does in the future, and wishing him all the best and every success for the future. Certainly will his legacy from the YouTubing content live on for decades to come, and for the decades to come YouTube will still be here within the internet. And for those of you who do follow Trevor, you know you can always follow myself and Graham and Fiona just whenever you want to. And all of Trevor's subscribers, all of his 155k Trevorite or Trevorite army of subscribers, friends and followers. You know you can always come to my content and Graham and Fiona's content just whenever you want to. You know, the door is open for all of Trevor's 100k plus subscribers. The door is completely open to come over to my content if you wanted to, and as well to come over to Graham and Fiona's content if all 100 plus k subscribers, if all 100 plus k of you all want to come to mine, Graham and Fiona's content. The door is completely open to our content. Well, personally, I mean, I should see what Graham and Fiona decide, but certainly speaking for myself, you have my permission, completely my permission to come over to my content, and certainly am I more than happy and more than willing to allow you into my life and come over to my content, and I'd certainly be more than happy. I mean, you can always view my content whenever you want to, always view an inspirational chat with me representing a story or certain history, and whatever content I provide, be it the events I attend, the rail enthusiast train spotting, even though it's not everybody's milk and biscuits or cake and lemonade, but but if you are watching Trevor, just to say, all of your subscribers, before you completely leave the YouTube partner program for whenever you wanted to leave and whenever you're ready to leave, just to say, you know, all of your subscribers can always come to my content just whenever they want to. I'm always far more than happy to opening my door and welcoming all your Trevorites and Trevorite army and friends and followers over to my content. Graham and Fiona, I would assume they'd be the same, but I would see what they say first, and obviously check with them first, you know. But certainly Trevor, they certainly have my permission indeed. Yes, just to say, once again, utter thanks and farewell, and good luck, Trevor, for whatever your future endeavours may be and may bring you. Thanks for watching, and I'm not going to cry at the last part, but farewell to wonderful Trevor. Made it go well.